Alright, so we're setting up to film some stuff outside. They're gonna get in a canoe, go out on the water, and get some drone shots, I think, and then some zoomed in shots as well. So, welcome back to another video, guys. So this is a behind the scenes of a wedding I filmed, as well as a commercial project I filmed. So this was filmed a little bit over a month ago, but I still feel like it's pretty insightful, and maybe you guys can learn a thing or two. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Do you want it ruffled here?
If it can.
And then actually I'm gonna have you kind of look this like this way but down a little bit, like yeah. Oh, so sweet.
And I'll get it. Actually, let's face a little bit more towards the light. There we go. Good. So I know some wedding videographers would be pretty upset with the photographer for getting in the shot like she is about to do right now. But honestly, I had two other cameras running, two different other angles, so I wasn't too upset by it. And, you know, I managed to move out of the way and still get the shot at the end of the day. So, you know, the photographer has a job to do, I have a job to do, and honestly, she was great to work with. So this is just an example of how like light on your feet you have to be when you're filming a wedding. So filming the back of the ceremony of the bride coming down, and then running to the front to get a shot of her meeting with the groom and seeing him for the first time in her dress, besides obviously the first look. This has to be one of my favorite exit shots of a ceremony. The lighting was honestly such a paid actor, and just, you know, adjusting the VND there for a little bit. And then obviously the dip down to the kiss was perfect. Could not have asked for anything better. And yeah, this is a pretty cool wedding. Hey, what is up, everybody? So today it is about 5 a.m. a little bit early for me, but we have a commercial shoot today in Newport. So it's about an hour drive. I gotta get there at 6 and doing a commercial shoot for a local farm that I'm doing some stuff with their website. So mainly photo stuff. We're gonna be putting together a promotional video, and then also doing some photos as well for their website. So got the old RAV4 packed up pretty good. We got 2 C-stands, my boom stand for the mic for the interviews, and then one combo stand. And in the back we have a light kit, both tripods, sandbags, some stingers, like extension cords and stuff. We have a black and white ultra bounce, and then a 6x6 silk in case I need it, and then some grip stuff, and then a small power bank. And it's going to be a fun morning filming today, and I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride and show you how everything looks. Now I have to figure out a way to lay down my B camera. Perfect. So we have A7IV with the 35 to 150, all built out over a handheld, and then tripod for interviews. And then my second A7IV built out for gimbal, which actually this is my new to me RS3 Pro. I ended up buying it on Facebook Marketplace beginning of last week. And this will be my first job using it, so I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a lot better than the RS2, and yeah, so hopefully it does do better, and I'm excited to see how it works and when I put some bigger payloads on it. So alright, we've made it to the farm, and just gonna unload some gear, and then I'm gonna do drone shots first to get them out of the way, and because I really like this fog that is currently here. I was hoping for sun, but the fog is kind of a cool atmosphere, so we're gonna roll with it, kind of have to, and see what we can get. So we are setting up for the drone right now. I just spoke with the owner, so yeah, I think we're gonna get some really good shots today. Ooh, I gotta drop my thumbstick here. So yeah, I think we're gonna get some really cool shots today. I mean, that's kind of the plan, but yeah, I just gotta wipe that off. I did a wedding. I filmed a wedding 2 days ago, and Got this a little dirty. Okay, so we are finished up with the drone shots right now, and I'm walking around getting some shots of just some scenery, getting some shots of like the dew in the morning, just water and stuff on all the plants, and everything looks great so far. I mean, the blackberry bushes are in bloom right now, so they look awesome. Getting some shots of that. This is actually where we're going to be doing the interview pretty soon. Hopefully we can clean out some of this stuff, but I'm thinking of getting a light outside, probably my 300C, just to have a warm hue, and then I'm gonna see what looks the best for like a fill light or a key light, because obviously it's pretty tight in here. But yeah, I also don't have much power out here as well, so that'll be interesting. I have my big Jackery 300 watt, and it will power my 300C, but at like 40%, which should be enough for a little, fake sun kicker light. So yeah, and then I'll have to run an extension cord to power my 60 watt. I should have brought my tube light. I didn't bring it. I didn't think I needed it. Should have brought it, because that would have been a good battery powered light. But it looks awesome here. I think having the symmetry of this is gonna look killer. So I just wanted to show the rig I got built out. So obviously the 874 28-75 Tamron with the KNF concept and defilter on the new RS3 Pro, or I should say new to me, but this thing is working great so far. I really like the Bluetooth aspect and how it connects to the camera without the cable, because I didn't bring it with me because I didn't think I need it. Luckily I didn't need it. So yeah, right now we're gonna get some shots of these like parallel lines. I really like the leading lines that this farm has with a lot of their stuff, so we're gonna get some shots of that, some shots inside the greenhouse. Everything over there is pretty much already done, and then after that we can do the interview. Right now I'm trying to set up the interview frame, and I'm using the monitor control app with the main camera. I'm not gonna set that up just yet, but it's pretty much gonna go right there, just zoomed in. And this is what the frame looks like. Obviously the shutter of the thing is messing with it, but I want the whole thing to be in the background. I'm gonna move all this stuff back here, but I honestly think that looks pretty good. And yeah, that looks pretty good. And then the tight angle will be even better, be more compressed, and yeah, I'm really happy with that. So I think I'm gonna lock that in there, get that B camera set up, and then get that 300C set up in the background. I think something like this, looking this way, I don't know, that's good. I think I really like that separation in the background. And then once I get that kicker in there, that's going to provide a nice little rim light in the back. And I'll get that 6x6 with a C-stand right here. I like that a lot. Wow. It's like I know what I'm doing at times. So cool. I'm going to let those off, shut them off, and then get the light set up. So right here, I'm setting up a 6x6 negative fill. It's pretty much just like a 2-in-1. The other side is just an ultra bounce. But I have it set up on the C-stand because I wanted a little bit more contrast on her face. At least with me sitting there, it looked like it was still a little bit flat to me, because obviously it's a big greenhouse, so like the light's coming in from everywhere. So I had to tape it back a little bit and tie it back to those boxes so that it was not in the wide shot. And after a good 5 or 10 minutes of messing around with it, I managed to make it look good. And I think it provided just the right amount of contrast on her face to, kind of up that production value and make it a little bit better in my eyes, which, at the end of the day, the client, it looks good and they appreciated it. And she actually was very much surprised at how nice of a setup everything was. She thought it was just going to be like one camera, maybe a microphone. Yet, have to, surprise the client sometimes and do something that they might not expect. And the end result was perfect. So the funny thing with this is that luckily the owner actually had a power outlet out behind the greenhouse, so I was able to plug it in without using the little power station I have. But what I really wanted with this light was to provide like a fake sunlight coming in, almost as if the sun was rising. And I don't really think I effectively did that. I had the time. The light's not that powerful to, overpower the sun. And so it was barely shown in the background. It was something different. Never really filmed an interview in a greenhouse before. So I think it was, a fun experiment and definitely worth it.
Over the years, we
So here's the final behind the scenes of the interview. So obviously I have my boom mic over top, which I use that audio instead of the lav. It just sounds a little bit more natural to me. And I used to be all about lavs, but lately the boom mics have just sounded a little bit more professional. And they just, you really get that depth from them, which is really what I want. And obviously you can see in the background that little orange light. That is the 300C blasting in orange. I believe it's like a 3200 Kelvin light, blasting that through the side of the greenhouse. It was barely shown in the shot, just the way I cropped it in a little bit. But, like I said, it was a learning experiment, and it was definitely worth it. And I learned a few things from this project as well.
Maine, I've found in the last 5 years that I've been here, is a very proud state. I'm proud to be a part of Maine community, and I think it's important that you keep it local so that you're supporting your neighbors.
So all of these B-roll shots were filmed after the interview, which was actually perfect because I listened to what she was saying during the interview, and to make the video make more sense and to kind of have it connect more, it was perfect because now I can film shots of things that she actually talked about, such as her watering the plants, her with her dog, as well as just how much she loves the farm, and I really wanted to show that off. This shot in particular, this was something I thought of kind of in the pre-production phase. I wanted a few dynamic shots, so I strapped my action camera to the actual garden wand, and that actually made the final cut as well because I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this behind the scenes video. It was a pretty simple thing, but I've just been super busy the last month and just wanted to get something out to show you guys what I've been up to. I have a few more commercial projects coming up that I will be sure to have some behind the scenes for, and thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.